Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my world. Today we're going to be doing Toyota tags, and what these are every so often Toyota sends us commercials. They send them to us via DGS, and when they do, there's a blank space at the end of them, and we have to put some information about the dealerships in the area that sell Toyotas. So in order for this to work, because they're from DGS, we don't have a playout ability from DGS in high definition. And because of that, we have to send them to our Omnion playout server, and then we have to play them back and capture them into one of the Macs. So what we are going to do is play it back into this Mac and capture it. They've already been sent to Omnion, so what we're going to do is we're going to route our computer. Let me show you this. This is just a demonstration. This isn't really, I physically have one of these in front of my computer, and this is how it works. I hit the destination button, and then I hit edit, which is this button right here, and then I hit source, and then I come over here and I hit this one here, which is server preview. Then once I've got that, I hit take. So it's destination, edit, source, server preview, take. Once I do that, it'll say server preview up here, and it will say edit down here. And that's exactly how I want it. Now I'm going to make sure that my Asia card is patched through. And how I do that is I open up the control panel, the Asia control panel, which looks like little light switches. And over here on the sidebar, I hit presets. And I have a special preset that I've created called HD Pass-Through. We can get into creating presets later, but if you double click it, you'll get high definition coming from SDI 1, high definition coming into the frame buffer, and high definition coming out of SDI 3 and 4, and also the HDMI out. Okay, so I close that. Now I go into our Asia VTR Exchange, and it will look like this. And I give my spots a name. And I need to start capturing. I've got everything patched through, so I need to start capturing. I can capture by clicking on this. I can capture by going up to capture now. Capture now, or I can hit Command K. And once I start capturing, then I can go over to the Florical media filer and put in the name of the spot or put in the media number and then send it out and start capturing. So I'm going to do that. I will start capturing and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, this is the first of 3 spots that need to be tagged. Let's move this down so you can see it.
Tener algo de competencia no nos asusta, porque los hombres siempre seremos hombres. La nueva Toyota Tundra. Toyota, vayamos.
And that's the area that needs the tag. Okay, so it appears the next spots are not available. They will not be coming until the 17th, apparently. All right, so now we can quit this. And now we can open up Final Cut Pro. And we can import the files and start using them. Usually I will record, if there's several Toyota spots, I will record them into one stream because it's easy for me to just cut them up. But every now and then I can stop and start another recording, make it a different spot. Okay, now in the Asia VTR Exchange, it's preferences that I've set to dictate where it goes. And I need to show you, I will show you where these files are being captured on the hard drive. Once it loads up all these events. All right, I'm actually going to, because of Toyota tags, I'm going to put them in a different event. So I'm going to close this event. this library, and I will open a new library, or one that I've recently created, called transfers. And I will close this library as well. And instead of calling this the date, let's call this transfers. Okay, in my Finder, over on my sidebar, is one called captures. And just to show you where this is on Aang Video under a folder called captures. So here's my spot here, 1 gig, Toyota for tags, and I drag it and drop it in here, and here's my spot. Okay, now that's the only item I'm going to use in here, so let me bring this other window back. Now here's what we will do. We can do this several ways, but when we create the new project, let me bring this over this way so you can see it. When we create the new project, we can give it whatever name we want. What I usually do in this case is I usually give it the name of the media number because I know that. So it's CM15255. And I do this because when I export it, I don't have to change the name. And later on, I don't have to change the name. This is done. So I hit OK. Here's my project. Let's come back over here with this window so we can see the project. Okay, now I'm going to take the spot and drop it in using the letter E. And I will find the very first frame and cut there. Command B to cut. Remove this. Let's add 30 seconds and Command B to cut the end. Remove that. Here's my spot.
Tener algo de competencia no nos asusta.
Captured with audio a little bit low, so let's raise it about 3 decibels.
Tener algo de competencia.
Let's go 4. Still a little low.
Tener algo de competencia no nos asusta.
That looks about right.
Porque los hombres siempre seremos hombres.
A little bit over 6. Okay. So what I have is over here in my titles, I have a little section called Toyota tags. And I have different kinds. I have Toyota tag over black, Toyota tag red on clear, and Toyota tag red on white. The red on white will actually cover the entire screen. And because we have this little thing there, we don't want to do that. So we want red on clear. So I'll just grab this, drop it here. Yes, it's too long. So we will find the first frame of black, cut it, and we will get rid of it. It's exactly 30 seconds. But you know what? It snapped to this, and I don't want that. So I'm going to cut this back just a couple of frames. So that way, and let's go forward one more. All right. A couple of things we need to know. There's a fade in and fade out on this. See the fade in? It also slightly fades out, but not really. I mean, it's real short. I will probably remove the fade out, not remove it, but make it so that you can turn it off. Okay, so there's our information, and this spot is actually completely done. That's all we needed to do. So we will export it. Command E to export. Go to our settings, change the source to XDCAM. Actually, you know what? Let's adjust this a little bit. I think the fade in needs to happen a little earlier. Yeah, that looks better. All right, settings, XDCAM, next. We already have the name. We don't need to change it. Save. And it exports. Okay. Okay, while it's exporting, we'll go ahead and open up our remote desktop and go to our Omnion Playout server and pull the file over. Now, just so you know, I'm doing this way because it tends to be a little faster. And by the time I get over here and get everything all ready to go, the spot is done. So I open up my computer, go to clip.dir, that's where all the clips are. And I'll open up my computer again and go to spot transfers on .81, 3.197.248.81. That's my computer. Now this, however you set this up is up to you, but this is how I have mine set up. And I just drag the file over. No renaming, nothing, it's already done. Now it's going to ask me if I want to modify it. The answer is yes. Now notice something. This is 477 kilobytes, right? This one's 127 megabytes. That means that this file, this is called a header file or a reference file. So this file is pointing to some other file somewhere on the hard drive. This one is a self-contained file. It's going to replace it. But there's something else in here that we need to look for. So in the clip.dir, we need to go to media.dir, open that up, and we need to find that same number, CM15255. There's an MPEG version and 2 audio files. These are the 3 files that other one was referencing. So I'm going to shift click and I'm going to delete them by right clicking, and yes, I want to delete those 3 items. So they're gone. Now this file here that I just put in, oh, is it there at the bottom? Oh no, that's media.dir. Alright, this file that I just put in is the entire file, and it will play out. So I can go ahead and check it out, and it should be good. Now, just to check, let's go back to Asia Capture or Asia VTR Exchange. And we see this. We got server preview. All right, let's go ahead and preview that spot, and I'll be right back. Now you notice it didn't start in black. That's very important to note. Whenever we get spots from DGS, there's always a 1 second leader and a 1 second trailer of black. Why, I don't know. I would like to be able to remove that, but that makes every 30-second spot actually run at 32 seconds. There we go. There's a tag. So it's running just fine. So we're done. Anyway, by doing this tag, we actually turn the spot into exactly 30 seconds. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And that's it. So this is done. You saw the result. Everything is complete. And I would like to thank you all for watching.